Frixion pens, which I can't pronounce by the way, are heat erasable pens which with a swoosh of your iron they magically disappear. What better can you think of as a fabric marker? However, not all is well in the world of heat erasable pens, and they do cause all manner of controversy amongst quilters. So I am here to find out the truth and put them through their paces so you do not have to ruin the top of your quilts. Who am I? I am Kim. This is Quilt with Kim. You're very, very welcome. Come on, let's put these to the test. What I am going to start with is that if you ever write a pilot who make Frixion pens about the pens, they will write back and tell you that they are meant for paper and notebooks. They are not meant for fabric, and that is because they obviously work with heat, but they are sensitive to the UV rays in the sunshine and they can come back again even though you think they have disappeared. So let us try these out. I've also heard that they come back in the cold, so we're going to put that to the test as well, and then we're going to see if it comes out in the wash. First up, let us write on here, and we are going to put Frixion. I actually have no idea how to pronounce this. So Frixion, this is the black one. And is my writing really this appalling? Probably yes, if I'm being honest. I write with an ink pen normally. Okay, so I've written my 3 Frixions on there. Should I just draw some lines as well? Because that's what we might do on our quilt, mightn't it? Mightn't we, rather? And okay, there's some lines. Now I'm going to get my ironing pad and my iron, and then what we'll see is we iron over those just like magic. I'm now going to record this over the next few days, so you might see different hairstyles and different clothes, but we're all friends here. And I'm now going to go and put it in a freezer because that would be the fastest way of mimicking what happens if we put this on a finished quilt and put it in a cold room. So like your guest room, for instance, where we wouldn't have the heating on all the time, that quilt in that room will be subject to much colder conditions, particularly in the colder parts of the world. So I'm going off to do that now. Okay, so this is it after the freezer. It's been in the freezer for just over an hour whilst I was doing something else, and if you had that in a cold room your markings would come back. What I'm going to do now is put that in the washing machine and see if we can get rid of it. This has now been through the wash. It went through at 40 degrees. It went through with our other washing. It got hung out on the line as well, and you can probably already see that there's lines left. If I hold it up, can you see it still says Frixion on there, and there's some lines there. You can see those very clearly. So that has been through the wash on a 40 degree, which should get rid of most things. I'm just going to iron it to see if that comes back out again. So it is crinkled because I haven't pressed it, on the basis that the iron should get rid of the marks like they did right at the beginning. So we'll just see what happens. Okay, so the lines have gone, but we know that they're still there. But do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this through the wash again, exactly as you see it now. And when it comes out, I'm then going to push it through the freezer and we'll see what happens, whether those lines come back again. Yeah, this has taken a few days to record. You'll get a nice short version, but this is really interesting. Anyway, whilst that's doing, so we know that the one with the little red on it is the one that's going through the wash and back into the freezer. So that's ready for the wash again, just as well, because the whole week has gone past and the weekly wash is going on tomorrow. So that can go in with that and we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, I thought I would do another piece. Let's get that out of the way. So I've cut another piece ready. So this is the piece with the selvage on, so when afterwards we don't get confused. And I'm going to draw on this and then we're going to iron it away and then leave it in sunlight. Now it's very cloudy today and it's getting towards the end of the day, so today is probably not the best day, but if I do the writing and the heater raising and then over the weekend hopefully we'll get some sunshine and we'll see whether it comes back, because these pens evidently react with UV light and they will come back again, but we'll see. So let's write on here. This one I'm going to write blue pen, just in case you hadn't worked out. So that was a blue pen, and then we're going to go red pen. And guess what I'm going to write with this one? So black pen, and we'll do some lines just like we did on the other one. And let's get the red as well. Okay, let's get my ironing mat back. All right, so that is the before. Let's heat erase it. Okay, gone by magic, although we know it's not really gone. Anyway, we're going to leave it as is, and I'm going to leave it on a sunny windowsill, and we'll see what happens. And I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll tell you if it comes back, how long it takes to come back, and if it doesn't, well, all well and good. Anyway, so I'll probably see you in the next section, which will be in a few days as far as I'm concerned, and about a nanosecond as far as you're concerned. Well, here we are, the other side of the freezer, and so it's been through the wash, it's hung out to dry, it has been ironed, that was in the last little section, to get rid of the markings, and then I put it back in the freezer. Now, if you remember, then the freezer is just to mimic a cold room or a cold atmosphere, because your quilts don't always sit around in a nice even temperature room. You know, rooms get cold, we take them out in the car, they're used outside, it depends what you're using it for, of course. And this is the result. Now, I know it looks like exactly the same piece that I haven't done anything to, but I promise I have. It just gets all a bit folded up when it's in the wash, so we end up with this crease along the middle. Now, at first glance, you can't see anything, but I can absolutely promise you there are markings on there, and I'm going to attempt to hold it up to the camera, but when I've tried to take photos, it doesn't really show, but it is there and you can see it with the naked eye. So you can see here, there are definitely lines there. And then, oh, there's some red. Can you see that? That's there. And then, oh, there's some markings just here. I don't know if you can see that very well. I think that's where we wrote Frixion, which I still can't pronounce, but there's definitely a blue marking there, which I think is more obvious to me than you. I'm really trying to show you. Can you see just there? It's a bit bluey. That is the pen left over, and I'll see if I can find anything else. There's a little bit here. So you can see really, actually there's a faint sort of ghost of the Frixion, and actually there's a bit here from a previous test, which I don't know if you can see at all. Can you see that? So that's from a previous one, and it's been through the wash 2 or 3 times since then. So so that is not very good. If I hold it up to the light, there is a bit more on there that I can't quite get on the camera. I can definitely see the word Frixion along there when I hold it up to the light. There's definitely red lines here, and you can see the red. Can you see that? I'm trying to show you the best I can, but the red line is going along there, and there's another red line. So there's a double red line that I drew there, and there's the black line, and then there's blue lines. So the lines are there. Can you see? Oh, that's a bit easy. You can see that, can't you, as I angle it to the camera? And that looks like I've just drawn it, but I promise you, this has just been as I've recorded it and shown you. And in fact, I can tell you that those lines came back relatively quickly in the freezer, probably within about a day or two. So if this was left in a cold room, you're going to get lines back, and that is after a wash. So that is not very good. But what about the version that went on to be tested on a windowsill? Because you may think, well, I'm never going to leave my quilts in a cold room, and fair enough, you may not, but we all live in houses that the sun might come in. And you're going to get quilts in direct sunlight. One way or the other, it's going to be bright, and you're going to get UV light in your home. And let's see what happened with that. I think you can see already on here, if you peer at your screen, and don't worry, I'll hold it up in 1 second, that there are lines that came back. So this piece hadn't been used at all for anything previous. It was a fresh piece of fabric that I drew those lines on. And let's have a look. So it's been sat on a sunny windowsill, and I don't need to hold it up very far. Can you see that it says, was that black pen along there? And then you can see the lines that I drew. And I can see up here, blue pen. Can you see that? There's kind of a ghost on your screen there. So blue pen. Yeah, we can still read that. The red is, let's put my glasses on. The red is a bit more difficult to see, but it is there. Can you see that? Just there. Let's get the camera focusing on my thumbnail. So you can see that there's like the red, it's just a ghost. So the red is a bit better, but it's still there. The black pen is the worst. That's definitely there. You can read that very, very clearly. The lines are underneath. So there's obviously 2 black lines. I can't remember what I drew, because I started this about 3 weeks ago to do all these tests. But we can see 2 residue black lines there. Then there's a residue of a blue line just there. I can't remember. That's, or maybe 2 blue lines, because there's another one underneath there. And then I can still see a faint couple. I don't know if you can see those. Can you see that just down there? Look, the little faint red lines. So the red is faring a little bit better, but it's still not out at all. I haven't put this one through the wash because, as we can see from the freezer version, that when we put it through the wash, and in fact this has been through a couple of times, those markings haven't come out. So I don't really hold very much more confidence for this one that it'll change at all going through the wash. But if you've had a better experience, let me know in the comments below. I forgot to say that the one that I left on the windowsill, it was very cloudy and rainy when I put it on the windowsill originally, so I had to leave it 2 or 3 days. But when the sun came out, it didn't take long for those lines to appear, and I've left it there about a week. And once the lines came back to this faintness, this ghosting that you could see on the camera just now close up, that didn't get any darker or anything. Not that that makes it any better, but it didn't get progressively worse as the time went on. So the lines came back, and there they stayed at that level, say for over a week in the sunshine on a very sunny windowsill. Now, okay, you wouldn't leave quilts on a windowsill, but you do have them on beds or in rooms where sun comes in. So either way, your quilts of any size or type are going to be hit by UV rays, and as we can see, that brings the Frixion pens back. So what is my conclusion to this? Well, I would never use a Frixion pen on fabric, and the reason is because, as Frixion say, it is not designed for fabric. Those pens aren't designed for fabric. Admittedly, they are very useful because they're very clear to see and they're very easy to use. If you really want to use them, then use them on the inside of your quilt, on the back of your quilt, on the area or in the seam allowances where you can't actually see if the markings came back, and probably it wouldn't if it was inside your quilt. But do not use those pens on the surface of your quilt at all. In no way is this a criticism of Frixion at all. They say themselves, these pens are not meant for fabric, they are meant for paper. That's what they have been designed to do. And it's just that I think historically, because they magically disappear with the iron, somebody somewhere thought, oh, we could use it on fabric because it magically disappears. But as we can see from my little samples down here, it doesn't disappear at all, even after you've put it through the wash. What I do not want for you is to have been using these pens on the surface of a quilt, put it through the wash thinking that'll make it go away, because obviously it doesn't. There are plenty of markers around that you can use very safely on the surface of your quilt that have been designed for fabric. And if you want to check out what those markers are and what came out top on my list, then you can check out this video here. If this video has helped and has prevented some future quilt disasters, please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I would love you, and I will leave you for now, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.